Alrighty, boys, we got ourselves another video here. Now, this is gonna be a little bit of a different video, for what we got going on here. And before we get into this, nobody send hate, nothing like that, because I will agree that some of his criticisms are valid, but we're, talking something different with this video. And this is about combos and what you can and cannot do as far as BLEACH REBIRTH the Souls, because the main complaint from this guy is that the combo system in BLEACH REBIRTH the Souls isn't really, how would I say, complex. And in some sense, he's not wrong. But at the same time, compared to the game that he, in his previous video, would talk about, continuing Storm 4, it doesn't really change. The only thing that changes between Storm 4 and this game as far as combo variety is, in Storm 4, first of all, you can use teammates. So that can change it up a bit. Bleach does not have that option because it's a, PvP, game where we're not using teammates. It's a 1v1. And then on top of that, there's also obviously the option of, either using a down combo or a bottom combo, depending on where you're holding your analog stick. But his main complaint is that you're only using the square or the triangle to do combos. And yes, while you can combine the two, there's one other thing that bro forgot when it came to this game and how its combos work, which I will be showcasing in today's video, mostly due to the fact that he just made another one that I just seen on the front page for some whatever reason. YouTube's weird, where he basically crashed out because a bunch of people were literally telling him how there's other things you can do in combos, and then he went in here and basically did a whole combo system breakdown with Rangiku and Rukia, which the Rukia combo, I'm just going to be real with you, he didn't even do it right. Bro, he didn't do it right. He was right about one thing, that Rukia's forward flash combo did not work correctly before this. But now, it does work correctly, and she actually has a whole new combo she can do due to what she got buffed on. But either way, the point is I'm going to show you guys what you can do in this game with different characters. And then I'm going to go and take some points and, look at his video, and then we'll go from there. This isn't, this isn't a video kind of hating or anything like that, but this is just showing that you can do different stuff. And then I'm also going to pull up Storm 4 and show you, that, as far as the combos go and how that works. Because yes, visually speaking, I'm not going to lie, I wouldn't have minded if CC2 worked on this game. But as far as the combat and what you can and cannot do, I prefer what Tamsoft did. That's my opinion on this. Because me personally, just spamming chakra dash into X button down or up doesn't really change combo variety that much. Like if we're talking on a 1-to-1 basis, I'd rather take Bleach's combat over Storm 4. And I played Storm 4 a lot. Grinded the fuck out of that game. I was a Minato and a Sai main back when I was playing that game. Back when we had to deal with the, obviously Minato spammers online and Datara spammers online. Keep that in mind. But either way, let's go ahead and get straight into this. Once again, there's not really any hate or beef going on here. I'm just here to show you guys something so that we can just get this done and over with. And no, BLEACH REBIRTH the Souls isn't a perfect game. If you guys are thinking I'm saying that, that's not the point. The whole point of this video is just show that, yes, while the combos can be simple, if you decide to actually get in the bag and mix it up, they can be different. And I'm going to showcase that here, as I've played probably from what you guys have seen, a lot of different characters. So without further ado, let's go ahead and switch over to my other screen here. And I'm going to take a couple of characters here and actually kind of show off what they can and cannot do. Just to show, and the button inputs are going to be there too as well, for anybody who is wondering. But let's go ahead and take a character like, for instance, Nelyo here. Let's go ahead and just do this first. So this is one of my favorite characters that you can do as far as, combos go. And once again, keep in mind that the argument here that this creator made is that the combos are the exact same no matter what you do. I'm about to prove that different here, just with one character, and I'm going to show all the others as well, and then I'll make my final point at the very end. Because once again, the main reason why this guy's crashing out in this second video that I was just looking at earlier is due to the fact that he thinks that people are kind of criticizing him because they think that the game is perfect or some crap like that. And that's not the point. The point is that there are more than just, triangle and the square combos. And then we're going to showcase that once again in this video. So let's go ahead and take Nelyo here. So, And I'm going to show this bit by bit, just so you guys know what I'm doing. So, you have 3 ways you can do this. 4 ways, actually, my bad. And it mainly returns off of a meter, keep that in mind. But there are 4 ways you can do this. So, obviously you got the square, square, square into red loop combo. That is the regular combo. Next, you have the triangle, triangle, triangle into just red combo. You know, basic stuff, right? And then you have the square, square into triangle, triangle combo. Boom, basic stuff. But this is where, well, actually, technically, already off of that, we got some differences. Now, I'm gonna show you what else you can do with this character, because once again, the argument here is that the only combos that this game has are square, square, square into red, or square, square, triangle, triangle into that. That is the argument here. Keep that in mind. Or obviously you have the, you know, square, square, triangle, or square, square, boom, and then red, and then flash step. I don't know why it's not doing that. My controller's being weird, but you guys get the point. Now let me show you what you can do with this character, especially with with full, full resources. Let me show you what you can do. So, you can do something like this. Square, square, triangle, triangle, boom, hit this, and then press triangle again, and keep it going. That's a simple combo. You can keep that going as long as you have meter. You can keep that going as long as you have meter. Then, on top of that, you can do something like this. You know, square, square, triangle, triangle. Oh, why did it not? A flash attack didn't come out. Weird. Okay, hold up. I haven't played Yo in a while, so be patient with me here. Okay, here we go. Boom. Boom. And then keep it going. Like, boom. And then if you want, you can do some base by doing in and out, so if they go for a grab, then you can do something like that. And I didn't use the flash step, keep that in mind. I did not use the flash step auto combo in any of that. I could have, but I didn't use the flash step auto combo in the middle of any of that. And right off the rip, right there, just with that alone, that's evidence number 1 that yes, you can do more with this game if you decide to do so. Because once again, another argument is that as far as the mix-ups are concerned, his idea of a mix-up is just to rush in and grab. That's his idea of a mix-up. He's not talking about the fact that you can bait opponents, grabs out, or anything else. That's not what we call mix-ups. What we call mix-ups, and I'm actually going to show it here, will be, let's say your opponent is shielding, right? And you are just pressing on their shield. You know, press on their shield and keep pressing their shield, or you can press on their shield into grab. Or, if you want, you can press onto shield and then backstep, punish something, and then go into a combo. There are plenty of things you can do here. Plenty. And this is just Yo that I'm showing. I got another example I could show off. This is one of my favorite characters right here. You're about to, for anybody who's seen my gameplay, you know who I'm about to pull out here. You already know who I'm about to pull out here. Alright, now here is Toshiro. Obviously, for anybody who knows how I play this character, you already know what's up. Now, Toshiro's a little bit weird. I will say that. Because obviously, the combo that you guys know I'm going for takes meter for me to use. It does take some meter for me to use, so we're going to go ahead and build that up, and then we're going to go from there. Alright, now that we're into the meter, I'm going to show you what he can and cannot do. So, obviously, you have Toshiro and his light combo. And you have Toshiro, oh wait a minute, then you have the heavy combo that you can do. And then you have, obviously, the heavy, or the light into heavy combo that you can do. And then you have the heavy into light combo that you can do. So you have all 3 of those. So that's basics. That's just basic combo number 1 right there. But now let's get into the other stuff that you can do. Alright, now we're back into 3 gauge again. Now, this is one of the combos that Toshiro can do, and this is just his basic one that you can do. And I'm not using the reverse meter either, because I can extend with the reverse meter, but that's not the point. So, you have, obviously, the basic icicle, and then, go back into this combo that you can do, right? So you have this that you can do. And honestly, I probably should use the reverse gauge, because there's something else you can do, and then obviously, flash step combo. So you have something like that you can do, right? But now, we can mix it up a bit. Watch this. So, we got light, heavy, into this, and then dash, and instead, you can throw out an icicle in the middle of that to extend the combo. And you can pick and choose when you want to do this. I screwed it up twice right there, but you guys get the point. And if I really, really wanted to get crazy with it, I can do something like this. And this is where the reverse gauge comes in. Alright, back into the 3 gauge again. Let's show it up. Boom. There we go. See, the thing with this combo that's really weird... Okay, there we go. I was about to say, the thing with this combo that's really weird is I gotta actually make sure I hit the icicle, and then boom. Yellow reverse. Then use signature. And then go into light. And then do this. 70 hit combo, boy. 70 hit combo, and I screwed it up a bit. I could have taken that a lot further. And it changes in Bankai, by the way. It changes in Bankai because with Bankai, when you go for your flashed up, you actually get more hits. You can hit a 99 hit combo with that alone. So, just based on what I've shown, 2 characters so far, by the way. 2 characters shown so far. And neither of their combo routes are the exact same. Neither one of them are the exact same as far as combo routes. Whatsoever. And I also forgot to show off that Nail technically does have a flash attack combo that she can use. But we'll go back to that later. I think I've proven my point so far. Let's go into our 3rd character here. Alright, now I do not have a lot of experience playing this character, so bear with me here. But this is, once again, another one of those characters that is pretty complex what you can do with. Outside of Unohana, obviously, who just came out. So let's go ahead and get straight into that. Ukiyor technically has a bunch of stuff too, but I don't play Ukiyor like that. I'm just showing the different characters that I at least have played so far a lot of. Alright, so we got Ichigo here. So Ichigo is one of those complex characters who has a lot of combo routes that he can do, and he's a mix-up character. He wants to be in your face all the time, he wants to keep you guessing all the time. So let's go ahead and show off what he can do. So for anybody who doesn't know, when you push your circle or your signature button, you have a variety of options you can do. A variety of options. You can go circle into triangle, not triangle, circle into square, which will put you into a light attack. That is safe on shield, I might add, and you can combo it into this. Then, you have circle into triangle, which is the heavy attack, which then you can combo into stuff. But obviously, you don't probably want to go ahead and go into that because, you know, it's unsafe on shield. And then obviously, you have his light attacks that you can do. That's just a, that's just a circle. That's just a square combo, by the way. Keep that in mind. What I just did there was just a square combo. And then obviously you have the heavy combo that you can do. Right? This is not using flash. I'm doing the exact same thing. So, you have circle into square that you can do. You have circle into square. Circle into triangle you can do so far. And then you have the circle, triangle and square combos, right? Trying to speed this up. I'm not trying to waste too much time on this. Right. But then, this is where it starts getting crazy. Now, you can do something like this. So, I'm gonna show it for you guys. So, circle, triangle, and then you keep that going. Wait, did I just screw? I haven't played this character in a fat minute. Hold up. I haven't played this character in a fat minute. Let me see. Am I doing this right? Circle into triangle. Let me see this. Where is it? Am I doing this right? It's been a long time. Okay, I know what I did wrong. Okay. I know what I'm doing wrong here. It's been a while. Okay, so, what you want to do is, this is one of the mix-ups you can do. You can go triangle, you can catch your opponent moving, and then circle into square, and then if your opponent's blocking, you can either push on their shield, keep it going, and then while you're pushing on their shield, let's say they're pushing on shield and anything like that, and then they don't see it coming, then what you can do is you can go do this, because that's safe on shield, it's a grab, and then same thing. And then, do that. And then, there's also another thing you can do, where you can do some movement tech, where you can rush in, and do something with that. Now, I'm probably going to screw this up, but let me see if I can do this right. I'm probably going to fuck this up, because the combo I'm going to try and go into is going to involve the Getsuga Jujisho. Once again, I'm probably going to fuck this up. But let's go ahead and try this out. So, boom, 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 boom. Do this. Oh wait, and I gotta knock him away for that to work? Let me see this. Don't I have to knock him away to get this work? Let me see this. I don't think that's a true, yeah, that's definitely not a true combo. There's something with this that I'm supposed to be doing, but I don't play the character like that. But the fact, ignore that. I don't play this character like that, for real. I'm definitely not an expert with True Shikai Ichigo. But the point is, already with this character alone, you have like 6 different combo routes that don't even involve the flash step extender, and not including your spiritual pressure move that you can also do, by the way. Because then you can do something like this. Keep that in mind. I haven't used a single flash step extender. I haven't used a grab or nothing. And already we got more than 6 combo routes with this Ichigo alone, and I ain't even done yet. Let's move on to the next character example. Alright, now we got Unohana here. Now we got Unohana. Now, this character has quite a bit that she can do. And this is one of the more, like, she's just basically like this character. Let me just go ahead and show you. Alright, so her signature, by the way, is going to be the main way you're going to be using this character. You want to catch a lot of people with the signature in order to build her, meter to go into her Bankai, because that's what you want to be doing, because she doesn't gain fighting spirit the same way everybody else does. So you got to make sure you're really tactical with her. She's a really hard character to play. But let's go ahead and get into it. So you have her regular combo here. We're going to show it once again. Triangle, square, 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 right? That's a square, square, square combo. And then, you can do a red. Then you have the triangle, triangle, triangle combo. It's a red, right? No flash step extender. Next, you have circle, and then boom, into triangle. Then you have circle into square that you can do. No grab combo, by the way, because you can also extend this with grabs. But also, you can do something like this. Boom, boom. Right? So you can do, grab, and then you can go square into triangle, like I just did. Then you also got the grab. Boom, boom. Oh, wait, did I do this wrong? Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Can I not? Okay, yeah, you can. So you can do grab, square into triangle, or you could do grab, heavy, and then boom, boom. Right? And technically, what I just did right there was just the circle combo. Like right here, you also just got the circle combo you can go for. So just off of the circle combo alone, you got, what is that, 1, 2, 3 different combos you can do. And that's not including all the other stuff. So right there, just with the circle, by the way, you got a bunch of stuff that you can do, right? And then her combos completely change when she goes into Bankai. And I haven't even used the meter, by the way, because she could also do stuff like this. Boom, boom, boom. And then you can change how it ends just based on what button you push. I'm not even into the tip of the surface of this character and what she can do yet. And we haven't hit evolution. We haven't hit evolution yet, because we can also do something like this. Right? Or you can do something like this. Like, automatically, this character's already got a bunch of different stuff. And we haven't hit Bankai yet. Now, everything changes once we hit Bankai. Everything changes once we hit Bankai here. Completely everything changes once we hit Bankai here. Also, that Bankai animation looks insane. Right? So, from here on out, everything changes. We haven't used reverse meter, we haven't used anything else, because you can go absolutely ballistic with this character once you get that. Right. So before we go into anything else, what I'm going to do, because now everything changes, is you have forward triangle. This is their flash attack. I didn't even show off the flash attack move either in base. Yeah, there's so much this character can do. There's so much this character can do. But moving on. So, flash attack. Boom. That's what you got for your forward triangle, by the way. Then you have the regular triangle combo. Into red. Right? Then you have the... Oh, wait a minute. I'm not close enough. Then you have the square combo that you can do. Right? Obviously, then you have on top of that the square square into... Wait a minute. Oh, hold on. Did I do that right? Am I doing this right? Hold on. Oh, you know what? I think her combo... I keep forgetting. I think her combos... It's been a while since I played this character. But her combo changes once she hits sublimation, if I'm correct. Because if I do triangle... Okay. Or is it because I'm not using the blood? You know what it is? Because her signature is a blood gauge that just appeared right there. I'm betting it's because of the blood gauge. Let me try this again. No, I think it's strictly... I think it's only when she hits sublimation. I think it's strictly when she hits sublimation. And also, when she has this blood gauge up, her combos change entirely. So instead of her flash attack actually pushing her opponent back, it'll actually stun them. So let me go ahead and show that. Boom. And then obviously you got that. And then, you know, flash attack combo, whatever. Like, already this character is more complex. I haven't hit sublimation yet, by the way. I haven't hit sublimation yet. Keep that in mind. She also has something like this. She has a projectile she can use while the blood gauge is up. Right? So you have circle that you can do. So let me show that again just for anybody in the crowd who didn't see that. You do this, then hit this, and then keep it going. And then you have this, where you can just let it go. Or you could do something like this instead. This is so you can get your, you know, your install back, where you can go into doing this. And instead push circle, and look at that. Changes completely, and you get your install completely back. And you can mix that up too, because when you're done doing the regular combo, you can just keep that going, and then it's all good. And not to mention, her signatures completely changed, especially this one. So here, while she's not in sublimation, if she gets hit, you can do one of two things. You can either heal, or you can do damage. Now, when she hits sublimation, that all changes. Let me go ahead and show you how that works right now, because, you know, this video is already taking a long period of time. Yeah, this video's alright. Let me just go ahead. Oh yeah, and her dash combo is completely different too. I didn't even show off the dash combos that you can do. Alright, now, we're in sublimation. This is where everything changes. So we're gonna get the blood install going. We're gonna get the blood install going, because now look at how this works. Light attack combo. Changed it completely, and that's safe on shield. Heavy attack combo. Boom. Completely safe on shield. Now, let me show you something else you can do. Heavy and light attack combo completely changed here. Watch this. So, light combo into heavy. And then you do this. Boom. Keep it going. And then if you want, you can dash in and do a grab. Or you can just back off. Now, here's the other combo you can do. This is probably going to be the touch of death at this point because I'm in Spirit Drive. But, here we go. Light, heavy, heavy, heavy. Boom. Oh, I could have extended that. I'm not gonna lie, I'm stupid. I could have extended that. Just thinking about it, I could have extended that. I'm stupid. So here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. So we're gonna use circle, flash attack, then boom. You can do something like that, or you go for the touch death combo, where you can go and do this, then do this. I was next to a wall. Let me see. I might be, yeah, I might be able to still get that. And then hit this. And that wasn't even the full thing, by the way. It could keep going. If she wasn't in Spirit Drive, she could keep that going. 4 characters, completely different combos, by the way. Completely different movesets, by the way. I'm just gonna show it just for the hell of it, because, you know, you didn't see the whole entire thing. It looks cool as hell, so you could do something like this too. I don't know if this is gonna work, but... Oh, I screwed it up. Yeah. So, boom. This. Oh, wait. I keep screwing it up. What the hell? So, hit this. To this. This. And then, instead of me doing the yellow combo, I can just do this. It's a TOD regardless, because her damage is insane, but... I think at this point, I've proven my point. 4 different characters, 4 different combos that you can do. I think I've proven my point.
Bear witness to the power I have in my hands.
that you gotta do different shit. You can't just be spamming square into triangle. Because once again, the main argument is that the only combos that this game has, keep that in mind, is square, 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 or triangle, 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 triangle. Keep that in mind. That is the argument of this video based on that other dude's video that I was just looking at earlier. That is literally the argument here. Is that that's all you can do, or you can just run up grab, which that can be punished just really easy, as you've seen here. Like if I just spam grab, I'm gonna get punished for doing that. Or obviously, you know, the flash attack combo. That is the argument, that you can't do anything else. That is the argument. In his previous video, once again, he compares this game to Storm 4, where the only thing that you're changing up is the visuals. The combo structure doesn't change at all, and I'm gonna show that. For anybody who wasn't wondering, I'm gonna show that, because I have Storm 4, and I've been playing it for years. I'm just gonna show you the difference. Let's go ahead and move over to Storm 4 real quick. Alright, so here we go. We are in Storm 4. I'm just going to use one of my favorite characters. I forgot to say I also play this character too, which would be Sasuke, because he has a really cool ultimate that you can do into one of his combos. And then I'm just going to put it on some random at this one, because it doesn't matter. Now, once again, the biggest thing, keep in mind with this argument, is combos. By the way, not the visuals, not how it looks. Combos, because if we're talking about visuals and looks, that's all based on personal preference, right? We're just talking about what you can and cannot do as far as combos. So let's go ahead and get to, holy crap, it's been a while since I played Storm 4. Jesus Christ, it's been a long time. All right, so there's a lot of, let me see. Okay, yeah, chakra, it's been a while. Let me make sure, because I don't want to, you know, screw this up. Shuriken, yeah, okay. So as far as combo routes, your attack button, your only attack button, will be B, as far as, you know, your combos go. This is what you can and cannot do. Or can do, my bad. So, your B combo. You're basically just pushing the B button and then holding your analog stick, whatever direction you want to go into. There is a chakra dash, though, that you can do. So we're just going to go and explain that. So, you have this, that's your super, and that's Y into B that you can do. That's how you use your super there. You have, obviously, the chakra gather you can do there, and then you have the chakra shuriken or regular shuriken that you can do here, and then obviously you have the chakra dash, which will be Y into A. That's how you get in front of your opponent really fast. So now that we've laid out the ground rules, this is basically what your combo route is going to be looking like. So I'm just going to show what you can do by just pushing B button into just nothing. So this is just the B button, and don't get me wrong, visually it looks freaking awesome. Like, I'm not going to take that away from Storm. I love the visuals in this game. CC2 do really good. But that's what the B combo looks like when you're just pushing B and you're not doing anything else. Now, this is what the B combo looks like if you're holding down the button while pushing B. Alright? That's the B combo when you're holding it down. And then this is the B combo that you're going to get if you hold it up. And then from there, you can obviously chakra dash and then keep the combo going, and then that, you know, goes into a down combo. And I can actually show you that because I didn't continue it. And then, you know, keep pushing B from there. So once again, when we review, it's you either hold the B button and do nothing. My bad. It's either you hold the B button and do nothing, and you can keep it going, or you can hold the B button down and it'll go into an auto combo after that, or you can hold the B button up and then you can go from there. Now, where things can get complex is the cancels that you can do in this game. But they are kind of, well, depends on character, but they are kind of hard to pull off. And I don't know, it's been a while since I played with this character as far as the combo, but I'm pretty sure, if I'm correct. Oh, no, this is the wrong Sasuke. I'm stupid. I don't know how to do the combo with this Sasuke. I'm stupid. I need to go into the other one. Hold on, that's my bad. That's my bad. I'm using the wrong... Alright, now that we got the right version of Sasuke on board, this guy probably knows what I'm probably going to do. So, you can do something like this, and this is if I do it right. Hold up. Then don't do anything. Oh wait, I was supposed to not do anything. It's been a while. But the point is that I'm supposed to hold the button up, And then when this happens, go right into this. And if I do it right, that can hit. Because what I'm doing basically is I'm waiting for the fist to grab him. And then I'm doing this. That's a cool combo that you can do. I liked doing that. Pretty hard to pull off sometimes on land, but you can do something like that. You don't have to do that, but it looks cool. And that's if your opponent doesn't have subs. And then obviously, you know, I don't know if Sasuke can do it with a regular combo, but he probably can. Let me see. If I just do a regular combo, can it? I mean, yeah, but it's not safe. It's not safe on shield, but that's basically it. Now, once again, the main crux of this argument, again, is the combo structure. And as far as combo structure is concerned, visually, keep that in mind, visually, it looks better with Storm Form. I'm not gonna argue that. I'm not gonna argue that. But if we're just talking about combo-wise, I'm sorry, but the only button I'm pushing here is the B button. I'm not pushing anything else. I'm not doing anything special here. I'm not pushing Y into anything. I mean, yeah, you can chakra dash. My bad. That wasn't the chakra dash. Yeah, I can chakra dash and do a combo, but that's just, you know, normal. You can go and do that with normal movement. That's not really a combo as starter. Now, there are things you can do as far as cancels, but it's mostly to kind of mix up your opponent because this game is really rush heavy, where if you're chakra dashing, you can shield right after that and kind of mix your opponent up there, but that's it. Or you could chakra dash. Oh, hold up. You chakra dash, and then do something like that. Keep your opponent guessing, because obviously shurikens are a thing here. Or, well, these are mostly just cancels for the most part. It's kind of mix-ups. But you could also do something like this, where you could chakra dash, and then cancel into a grab. But in this game, at least in this game, I don't know about Storm Connections, but I'm pretty sure I've seen it. But as far as, like, what you can do afterwards, you can throw shuriken after, but you can't pick them up after you do a grab combo. But as far as just combos are concerned, like, if we're just talking about combos, the B button is all you're really using. You're not really doing anything else. And once again, the main comparison to the game that he was talking about is Storm 4, or the Storm series in general. And I'm sorry, but if we're talking about combo variety, you're only using one button to do all of this. This is an auto combo. The only variety that you can do outside of that is if you have a character like Sasuke, or any other character for that matter, and your opponent has no subs, where you could get him in the middle of an ultimate like this. This is like the only variety you have. And that's just pushing B into 3 Ys. If we're just talking regular combos though, all you're doing is pushing the B button. And the whole crux of his argument is that games like this are better with combos because I guess you can go into the air or something like that. Like, I mean, I guess, but I'm not pushing anything different. I'm doing the same thing. I'm just pushing one button. I'm not doing anything different here. So, once again, this isn't hate, but I just had to show both games so we could set the record straight here. Because Demon Slayer Himekone Chronicles pretty much works the exact same way. To a degree, it's a lot more grounded than Storm, where you're not really going to be in the air doing all that crazy stuff. But it's a lot more grounded. And if we're talking visually, I will agree. Visually, this looks better, even though I'm only pushing one button. But if we're just talking about in general, I just knocked my Itachi over. If we're talking about in general, I'm sorry, but like, if we're talking combo variety, I'm sorry, but pushing one button, because I'm not doing anything else here, I'm pushing the B button, is not a, like, if you're saying that's a better combo system than Bleach, I'm sorry, but like, I need to know what you're smoking, my dude. Because I'm not doing anything different, and the only other extender I have out of this is only if I'm holding the up combo. And that's if I can land it right. Because you can also do that. Well, I guess you didn't even have to do what I did earlier. I guess that's a faster way, I guess, so your opponent doesn't have enough reaction time. This is as far as the extension as it goes, though. Because in this game, at least, in Storm Connections, you can pick up your opponent after something like that, probably. But in Storm Connections, I think you can do something like that. Also, there's another thing I guess you can do, which is if you're in the air and you rush at him, you can do something like this. But same thing, I'm only pushing A into B. So you have just B combo, then you have the A into B combo, which is just basically the aerial when you're not using that. Or you could push, you know, obviously, if you have enough chopper to do so, by the way. You have the B, boom, and then, you know, go into your ultimate, which I just screwed up. Like, if we're talking combo variety, I'm sorry to say it, but, like, Bleach has more combos. If we're just talking about the characters I've shown recently, automatically they got more combos, because everything else is just mashing in this game. It's literally just, you know, one combo. This is all, I'm not doing anything. Like, all this, one button. You can't do that in Bleach. You have to push multiple buttons to get combos off. So once again, this isn't to send hate. This isn't to start beef. This is just, you know, setting the record straight. Because I love both Storm 4 and I love Bleach Rebirth of Souls. I love both games. They're flawed, but I love both games. I grew up with these games. But I'm sorry, if you say that Bleach has no combos and you compare it to a game like Storm 4, where the only thing you're doing here, by the way, is pushing one button, I'm sorry, I can't agree with that statement. I can't. Not in good fashion. I could not agree with that statement. There's no way. Because all your combo routes in Naruto Storm 4 evolve off of Chakra Dash, which is Y into A, and then pushing B the whole rest of the time and holding the analog stick either up or down. That is it. And while it looks better visually, if we're talking about what I'm doing, I'm not really doing anything. I'm doing this with one hand. If we're talking about this, I'm doing this with one hand. I'm not doing anything else here. I'm not doing anything else here. And if I'm using two hands, all I'm doing right here is holding the button up. All I'm doing is holding my analog stick up by doing that. I'm not pushing anything there. And this is what happens when I hold the button down. Same thing, though. I'm only pushing one button. Nothing changes. So once again, let's go back to the main point of this argument, because this video is getting pretty damn long. The argument here is that Bleach's combos suck because you're only able to go triangle into square. So you could do triangle, triangle into squares. Or you could do triangle into square, or you could do square, square, square into triangle. And then that's it. That's the argument, is that Bleach has garbage combos because that's all you can do, even though I've just proven otherwise. Versus a game like Storm 4, where his main argument in the previous video he made was that Naruto Storm 4, or that games like Hinokami Chronicles or otherwise, have better combos because I guess you can go into the air. Though I'm not doing anything different. This is all a B combo, by the way. B into holding the analog stick up. And I'm sorry, in good faith, there's no way in hell I could say that as far as combos go, that Bleach doesn't have better combos, because I'm sorry, me mashing one button is not a combo. It counts in a combo, obviously, as it shows on game, but if we're talking about what I'm actually doing, I'm sorry, but this isn't a combo. I'm pushing one button. The only other combo you have into this game, and that's if you're safe to do so, and depends on character too, obviously, is the fact that I can do this. And it, once again, depends on the character that you're using. That's it. Which is just basically BBB until I'm basically spamming the B button into my BY combo, which is my ultimate. That's it. And that's if I'm even safe enough to do that. That's really all you got. Every character in the game operates the same way. Keep that in mind. Naruto operates the same way. Sasuke operates the same way. All of them all operate off of a B combo. Nothing else. The only changes to the combos in Storm 4 is whether you're holding your analog stick up or down. And once again, I'm going to say it for another time because I know that I got to repeat myself sometimes. Visually speaking, I'm not gonna disagree. Storm 4 looks freaking pretty. Champsoft did well with what they had, but CC2 has just been in the game for so long. It makes sense that, yeah, while you're only pushing one button to do a lot of your combos, everything looks different because that's just the way they designed the game. But if we're just talking about mechanics, I'm sorry, but you're not gonna tell me that pushing one button is better than having, or not better, but pushing one button, I guess, is a better combo than pushing multiple buttons that you have to chain into. I'm sorry, you're not gonna convince me of that, especially as somebody who's been playing these games for a long time. I played this first before Storm 4. I played this before Bleach Rebirth of Souls came out, my bad. And I'm not gonna lie to myself and tell myself that me pushing one combo is complex. Pushing one button. I'm sorry, it's just not gonna happen. As much as I love this game, you're not gonna tell me that pushing only one button to do an auto combo is, I guess, more complex than what Bleach has. But that's just me. I just had to clear the air though, because this is the second time I've seen this dude complaining about Bleach's combos. Talking about how only you can do this and that, and then showing a really poor man's version of that, by the way. That's all he was doing. In fact, I'll even show you. Because the dude crashed out in this video. I know his name is KillaTheKrashout, but he really crashed out in this video because I guess he got really salty that people were flaming him in the comments for saying that you can only do 2 combos in Bleach. When the game he was comparing it to before, which was Storm 4, was, I guess, 1 B button. But just so I can show you guys what I'm talking about, I'm just going to show you. Once again, the crux of the argument is that Bleach's combos are trash because you only push 2 buttons, even though he didn't even show the full combos for some of these characters.
Automatically. In advanced, all control input is performed manually. I can understand that, you simple-minded fools probably read that all control input is performed manually, and you thought that, by turning on advanced controls, you were doing some cool, crazy-ass shit, buddy. Let me...
Keep in mind that he thinks that Storm 4's combos are better. Keep that in mind. He thinks that Storm 4 has better combos.
What I mean, right? Okay, so what these bums find so advanced, right? When you do this, I'm just gonna mash square. See how she does all of that?
And that was incorrect, by the way. Because if you mash square, you wouldn't have gotten your red combo off. Which means that he's probably on manual controls. If he only had mash square and was on advanced controls, that red move wouldn't have came off. Because you would have to push square, square, square into R2. So automatically, right off the rip, the dude is lying his ass off. But I digress. I'll let him continue.
Do the same thing with triangle, right? I'm just mashing triangle, boom. She does all of that automatically. Also, followed by me mashing square, if I want to do a flash step, I can simply do my square combo, press the X button, boom. Rengoku will automatically do the flash step combo, right? Right? Same thing for triangle. I mash triangle, boom. Press the X button, boom. Rengoku does flash step combo. There. That is how it looks in simple controls. Now, with how these bums were talking, I'm thinking that when I do advanced controls, suddenly I get some completely different, like she does something different. I'm thinking like, wait a minute. Is there like new inputs I can like cancel out of this or something? And like,
I mean, technically, I don't know. I haven't played Rangiku in a while, but technically she does have some cancels that she can do. Once again, this guy doesn't know Rangiku's character and the buffs that she got, so he wouldn't know. But technically, her signature move when she's in base, you can combo off of that. But he probably doesn't know that.
No. Let's go. Let's show you how advanced controls is right now. Alrighty, guys, time to show you the super ultra advanced
And you can tell this
controls
dude's
for
crashing
Bleach
out
Rebirth
too,
of
because he got
Souls.
absolutely
All right.
dogged in those comment sections when it comes to talk about the combos anyways. Everything else I can agree with the fact that, you know, as far as the game and how it came out, it ain't a perfect game. But if we're talking about combos, I'm taking Bleach's combos over just mashing one button in Storm 4.
Alrighty, so remember how I mashed square before and it would automatically do the knockback? Now it no longer does that. Same for triangle. I mashed the triangle button. Now it no longer does that. No, note how the combo is still the same. I'm still mashing square, still mashing square, still mashing triangle. That's still the same. The only thing that changed is, guess what? Now, if I want to do the knockback, guess what? I press
Okay,
R2.
well, at least he knows that much.
I press
Okay,
R2.
we've gotten into that. But automatically, just based on what you just told me, or what you just said, that's 2 more combos than what Storm 4 has. The game you were comparing it to, by the way. That's 2 combos already that have more. That's 2 combos right there, more than Storm 4, where you're mashing one button.
That's it. Also, if I want my flash step, instead of pressing X, you press L2 and X. So, oh my God, revolutionary! Ooh. Also, I need you niggas to understand. When you flash step, the only thing that you input is the flash step itself. That combo that comes after it, you're not pressing anything to do that. The character is doing that themselves. That is an auto combo. That is an auto combo. You're not doing some crazy
And you're
advanced
definitely
shit
not. Okay,
by
once
inputting
again,
the flash step.
it's not advanced shit, but once again, you compared this game to Storm 4 in your previous video. Let's get this straight. Where the only thing you are doing in Storm 4 is pushing the B button.
And that is advanced controls. It does not give you some crazy ass new options. It doesn't change your combos. It doesn't suddenly
Technically it does,
give the
because
game more
now
depth.
it doesn't automatically. The fact that you can go into advanced controls and it doesn't automatically throw into your key combo move means you can cancel out of that. Like, I don't know how much this guy has played this game, but the fact that you don't automatically do your key combo move not only makes it to where you're not doing unsafe combos on shield, but the fact now that you can now, out of a light combo, which is safe on shield, either decide to back away, forcing your opponent to miss a grab, or you can continue the light combo if you're faster than your opponent and catch them lacking if they think you're going to go for a grab and you can catch them lacking there. Or you can flash step and punish a grab. Automatically, just changing the advanced controls allows you to do a lot more than you would do on simple controls. And for anybody who's played the game, you would know that. You would know that. But I digress. I'll continue. Because I think, once again, based on my video that I've made so far, I've already proven my point that as far as combo complexity, and he's even showing it in his own video, if we're talking about something like Ninja Storm 4 or Demon Slayer Himekami Chronicles, where you only need to push one button to do a full combo, I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm good on that.
You niggas really sat here having me think that anything that I said was gonna somehow be swayed from advanced controls. Nigga, it's advanced to you niggas to press the R2 button? Oh my goodness, how advanced! How advanced! Never mind the fact that you can do all of this
And that's where you're
standard
wrong.
controls.
In
Y'all
standard
niggas
controls, if you automatically push the whole entire, and you showed it, by the way. In standard controls, if you push the full square combo, then it's going to force you to do a key con no matter what you do. Same with the heavy. And once again, keep in mind, he's not even showing what Rangi can do with the signature combo. He doesn't even know it exists, probably.
are fucking comical. Anyways, I'm done. I just wanted to showcase you guys that there is no fucking meaningful difference between standard controls and advanced controls.
I mean, I think my point has been proven at this point. He didn't even do Rangiku's signature combo whatsoever. He hasn't even done that yet. Which just goes to show you how in-depth this guy went into this game. I think case is closed. Once again, this isn't the hate though. I could care less if he dislikes or likes the game, but we gotta set the record straight. If you think that mashing one B button while holding the analog stick up and down is more complex, all for you. But I'm sorry, I think by just me showing what you can do in Storm 4 and what you can do in this game, I think the evidence proves itself. But without further ado, that's gonna be it. Not much else really to say. I think I've shown the evidence. You can all decide down in the comments, though I think at this point it's pretty obvious what you can do. And for anybody who's going to go down in the comment section and talk about supports, keep in mind, these games already are different based on their movement and everything else. Also keep in mind that Bleach doesn't have a support system where you're using 2 other characters. Because there are combos that you can do and extend in Storm 4, to a degree, by the way, if you use supports. But if we're using it on a one-to-one basis, as far as just regular combos between characters go, I'm sorry, but like, I don't know how the hell y'all see Bleach is boring, but you're pushing one combo in Naruto Storm or Hinokami Chronicles on Demon Slayer, and you think that's more advanced than what we already got. Like, once again, just based on what he showed, and he didn't even show the full thing, because he has some more that he can still do. Just in base, I'm not even talking about evolution. Just in base, there's more you can still do, and he ain't doing it. I don't know what else to say, but that's going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.